friends, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another vintage inspired holiday Christmas ornament DIY for you. And today's inspiration is coming from the vintage shiny bright Christmas ornaments. So we're going to kind of do our own spin and make some ornaments that go well with a vintage style tree using shiny bright ornaments. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure your little notifications bell is turned on so you're notified whenever I post a new video. All right, let's get started and let's show you the supplies that you're going to need to do this project. So I have some beautiful vintage shiny bright ornaments. I actually have a good collection of them, and we decorated our tree this year all with vintage shiny bright ornaments, which are in the ones that I have are in these really bright, vibrant colors: pinks, greens, blues, purples. Here's a really pretty one. But I wanted to do some ornaments that would complement the shiny bright ornaments that we had, because I don't have a whole lot of bright colored ornaments in my collection. I have a ton of ornaments, but most of the time I do kind of more muted dull colors. But this year we definitely decided to opt for using all of our vintage ornaments that we've kind of collected. So last year, unfortunately, I had a small tree that I did, and I put it out on my lanai, and I put a bunch of shiny bright ornaments on that tree last year. And the cat got out there and knocked the tree over and broke a bunch of my vintage shiny bright ornaments, which I was like so bummed about. But I threw away the glass, but I ended up keeping the little hang tags that you see here. And I don't know why I kept them. I keep things like this. I don't throw things like this away. So I kept them, not knowing what I was going to use them for. But when I was trying to come up with a project for today's video, I had a few things in mind that I wanted to use, and I remembered I had those shiny bright hang tags. So we're going to use those in this DIY. Now, just about everything else you can get from the Dollar Tree. I am going to be using these Dollar Tree plastic champagne glass set. It's a set of 5. You can get them at Dollar Tree. The bottoms pop off like this. That's how they're packaged. And then they're just these individual little champagne coupe style glasses. So we're going to be using these. Now I'm saving the bottoms because we're not going to use the bottoms, but I am going to use these for another project. So you will need some of those. Now it doesn't matter. You can do, these ones are like the more coupe style. They do have a wine style as well, which has like a little thicker, deeper area where you put your beverage. But I liked the shape of these and they were a little bit different, so I picked up those ones. Also, I have some other things. I have some beads. Now Dollar Tree, you can get tons of beads at Dollar Tree. I happen to have these ones right here. I don't remember if I got these at Dollar Tree or not. I don't remember where I got these ones, but I have definitely seen ones very similar to this at Dollar Tree. And I probably do have some from Dollar Tree if these aren't from Dollar Tree. Then I have some of the little bells here, and you can get the little bells at Dollar Tree as well in the Christmas section. So I just have some random bells. Then I have Mod Podge and a bunch of different glitters that kind of complement the colors that I'm going with. I'm going to be doing kind of more bright colors on these ornaments. I also have some jewelry, copper wire. You don't have to use copper. You can use, you know, whatever wire you have. This is fairly thin, and it's thin enough to bead. The little beads that I showed you will fit on this wire, so just make sure your wire is thin enough for that. And then I have just a little paint tray, and these came from Dollar Tree. And I also have some watercolor paints right here. And I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was really inexpensive. It's just one of the, you know, watercolor sets that you can get. And then I have a brush, and I have a couple little pliers and wire snips, and I also have some hot glue. So that's just about what you're gonna need. Let's get started with this DIY. Okay, so the first thing we are gonna do is we are gonna mix up some Mod Podge and make this is a colorful Mod Podge right here. And it's really easy to do. I am just taking a little bit of my Mod Podge. I'm putting it in a little well. You don't need a whole lot, especially if you're gonna do multiple colors for each one of your ornaments. So you put a little bit of Mod Podge in there. Now I'm trying to get a color that is close to this pink fuchsia color. This is a little bit light, so I want to try to darken it up a little bit. I used this one right here. I'm actually going to go in and get a little bit more of the deeper pinky red color, and I'm just using my wet brush and pulling up a bunch of that paint and just mixing it right in to my Mod Podge. That looked like it brightened it up a little bit. It's looking better. I might try a little bit of purple also, see if I can brighten it up a little, and then we'll just take a little bit of my purple here. Again, I'm not trying to not use a whole lot of water. I'm trying to be like, get it as thick as possible on my brush. Ooh, that's looking good. Yeah, I like that color. So it's really easy to color your Mod Podge. You can color it with acrylic paint. You can color it with watercolor. I like the watercolor because you can mess around with, you know, mixing things together a little bit. But that looks like a pretty good color, and it's a little bit more on the tone of that fuchsia. All right, so once you have the color that you want, I'm gonna set this aside. I am gonna take one of my little cups here, and we're gonna start painting the inside of our cup with the Mod Podge. You can get way down into the base or the shaft of it, and we're just painting that Mod Podge right on. All over the inside of our cup like that. All right, now you're probably gonna want to do a couple of coats of this depending on how bright you want your ornament to be. I'm thinking I want mine a little bit more on the brighter side, so I'm probably going to do a couple of coats, and I'm just going to try to even this Mod Podge out as best as I can so that there's not a whole lot of lines and streaking that you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and let that one dry because I think the color is pretty good on that one, and then we'll do a different color, and we'll do this for all of our little cups here. So while my little cups are drying, I'm gonna string up some little hang tags, which are gonna look something like this using the beads and the jewelry wire that I have here. I'm gonna take not a whole lot because you don't need a whole lot, but maybe about 7 or 8 inches. That's probably more than enough. And I'm just clipping it off. Then how I'm gonna start my, I don't know if you can see this, it's very thin. I'm gonna take my little pliers that I have here, and I'm going to just make a little loop at the bottom, and then I'm gonna twist that wire around. You can see it's just a little loop here at the bottom. And then we're gonna start with our beads. So let's see, I'll work on the green one. So I'm gonna take a green bead because I'm gonna do color coordinating little hang tags. You can see that bead will just sit on top of that little loop. Now to fill in some space, I'm also going to use some larger pearl beads so that it's, you know, breaks up the color a little bit. And then I'm just going to go back and forth between the green and the pearl. I don't know if you can see that right there. And I'm going to do about, I want to say maybe 3 inches or so worth of the beads. You don't need a huge hang tag. I mean, it's completely up to you. If you want to do a big hang tag, you can. This one right here is, I don't know, about, I would say it's about 3 inches total. All right, so once you get the desired amount of beads that you want on your hang tag, you're gonna take your piece that you are threading and you're gonna slip it through the little hole that you made. And then I actually do it a couple of times just to almost like make a little knot. Right. Just like that. And then we're going to string that right through our shiny bright hang tag that's going to get glued onto the top of our ornament. So it's going to be like this. It's not going to sit there perfectly at the moment because we're going to glue it, but we're just going to string that on there just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make all of these ahead of time so they're ready to go as soon as we're done with the actual ornament. Okay, so my first coat is just about dry. I'm actually going to go back in, and if I have any more of this Mod Podge left in my thing, I'm going to go back in and do one more quick coat all around the inside. Try to cover everything really good. All right, I'm going to take my glitter that I have, my corresponding glitter. So I'm going to use blue glitter in the blue bowl or cup, and I'm just going to pour that right in there and go all around the edges. I'm going to try to coat all of that Mod Podge with the glitter. All right. So it's all nicely coated on the inside. And then I just have a little funnel so I can funnel my excess right back into my container. All right, and then we'll let that dry. Okay, so I changed my mind halfway through this project. My original plan was to make this like a bell and to have the little bells hanging out from the bottom. But I loved the look of the insides so much with the glitter that I'm gonna change these up and put the hang tag on the side right here, and then have like a little scene or something on the inside of each one of these because they're kind of perfect for that. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna just take my hot glue and I'm gonna put it right down into my little hang tag. And then we're just gonna set this right on the front of on the rim of our glass. So that way it kind of hangs over the edge a little bit, but it looks like an ornament cut in half, which is really cute. I like that. I think it's very mid-century looking. So this project has progressed into something a little bit more detailed than what I had originally planned, but that's okay because I was able to kind of dig through my bin of Christmas accessories that I have here. I have a big bin full of, I call it my Christmas confetti. It's like all my little stuff all kind of thrown in here. you know, little crafting things, pieces that I've pulled off other things, a lot of vintage stuff. Like when we go thrifting and we find vintage pieces that are broken and stuff, I kind of throw everything in here. So I pulled out quite a few little pieces that I want to add to these ornaments. And so I think I have a little bit of a plan going on here. Let's start with this one, since we kind of move some of this stuff out of the way here. Since I kind of have this stuff right in front of me. Now I thought this would be cute. I had this little pinwheel. It's a little paper pinwheel that came off of a card. I thought that would be pretty in the background on this specific one. So I'm gonna just glue, I have one of these little foam, one of the little dollar store foam snowflakes that I'm just gonna put right on the front of this little pinwheel because I thought that was really cute. And then I'm gonna hot glue that right down to the back of this ornament. Let's just put a little bit of hot glue. There, just gonna push that in place. So this is the part where you can be just super creative and decorate these however you want. Like I was saying earlier, I was originally planning on having these be a bell with the little bells hanging out underneath, which still would have been really pretty. But for some reason, I don't know, I just really loved the look of this. I love the look of the glitter on the inside, and I think the shape is cool to have an ornament in that kind of mid-century modern shape. So, okay, then I found these actually came from Dollar Store. They're those little plastic rocks that you can put, I think they're like vase filler. And I thought these would be fun because they kind of look like icicles. So I thought maybe like this is just a little pom-pom, a little white pom-pom. I'm gonna put a little white pom-pom in there with some of the icicles on top of it, something like that. And then maybe I'll mix in the bells that what I was originally gonna put on there. So a couple of bells like that. And then I have this little snowman, which I could put him in there. Or let me look through I have some die cut stickers. I want to just look through some of these die cut stickers to see if I have anything that looks more vintage. Since I want to kind of keep this vintage. She's cute and she's the right color. She's a little vintage girl actually she's really cute. I like her. I think I'm going to use her. Let me just double check. That one's cute also, and it's got some blue in the background. I could fussy cut that. What else do we have here? Oh, this one's cute as well. There's a little bird, like a little blue bird. She's got some blue. And then there's a nutcracker. All three of those would be good. I think the nutcracker is going to be too tall. Although he does look cute in there. He would look cute. I do kind of like that nutcracker. She's cute. I don't know. It's a toss-up between the nutcracker and the little girl. I kind of like the nutcracker. I didn't think I was going to because I thought he was going to be too tall. But I think if I put him on a cardstock background and cut him down a little bit, he might be perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna do the nutcracker. Actually, I have a card. I'll just use this card. I'm just gonna put him right on the card, and then I'm gonna just fussy cut him right out. Yeah, he's cute. I like him. I'm not like being super particular about the cut because he is a die cut sticker already and he's on a white background. So I'm kind of just using that white background as a guide, maybe going a little bit more narrow than the original background. He's on a cardstock backing now, so he's a little bit more sturdy. Let's just distress him up just a little bit. And I'm just using the Vintage Photo ink. I want these ornaments to still look vintage. Let's glue the rest of this stuff down in here with hot glue. Hot glue is nice and fast. Okay, so I think I like him right about there. I glued all of the other stuff in. I'm gonna set him back in just a little bit so he's not right out at the front. But I'm gonna put some hot glue right here. And then I'm going to also put some up on the top because I think his hat hits the top up there. Just like that. So really cute, really simple. I could put something else in the front, maybe. I mean, I have a little bit of, yeah, I might put a little bit of this tinsel, miniature tinsel in the front, just to kind of hide some of that open space. Okay, so I think this one looks really cute. I ended up putting a little piece of tinsel with a little tiny ornament. I have this little miniature tinsel ornament stuff. I don't remember where I got this. Honestly, I think I probably got it from Goodwill. A lot of stuff like that I get from Goodwill. But yes, I think that one came out really cute. All right, so let's work on the next one. Finished the other 3 ornaments off camera, but I wanted to show you what they looked like. This was the pink one. I found a little pewter angel ornament that it was broken, so I kind of stuck him in there, and there's like a little pink icicle on the background with some pink Christmas trees and some pink pom-poms and the original pink bells that I was going to use. So that is the pink one. And then down here is the gold, and I used another one of those little paper pinwheels as the background that you can see back there. And I put a little miniature bottle brush tree in there with some white pom-poms to look like snow, and I actually glued a couple little small pearl beads onto the tree and then did some gold bells, and then I fussy cut a paper This is another one of those stickers that I put on a cardstock background and just fussy cut that and then glued that to the front. So then there's that one. And then, let's see, you guys saw that one. Another thing I wanted to mention is because of the shape of these with the stem from the champagne glass, you can stick these right down in to your Christmas greenery and they sit really nicely, which was another benefit to having that shape on these ornaments. So you don't even have to hang the little hang tags to anything because the back of the cup sits really nice in your greenery. I actually put them in a wreath and they looked really cute in a wreath as well. Oh, then we did the green one up here, which is like a green glittered background. And I had this cute little gift that I put in there with a little vintage green Santa Claus and some green bells on the little gift that was gift wrapped. And then I think you guys saw this one too. This was the bird that we just finished up in the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on that little notifications bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Lots of Christmas videos coming for this season and really excited about it. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day and we will see you again real soon. Take care.